All right, so right now let me just take us through the customize area, how we can customize some things on our site and then make some changes on our website to see how it looks like, what it is, and then how we can change one of the things even from the customized area that we may not be able to change using Elementor Page Builder. Basically, you know, there are two things that we may not be able to change with any page builder, which is the header and the footer. So most of the time, we need to make changes on the header and the footer from the customized area. For example, if you want to add a logo to your website, you know, almost every company has a logo. So if you want to add a logo to your website, all you will need to do is to come to the customized area and then add the logo. So a brief view of how customize we can customize this under Global. Most of the things you will find there, you can do it using the page builder and even do it far more better than what it did. For instance, typography, we have used it, colors. You don't really need that. In the customized area, the container, the buttons, you can always do those ones using the page builder because the page builder will give you a better option of how to do it better. So while under the header settings, the header can go ahead. If you want to add a logo, you turn to site identity. And under the site identity, you can see site logo. So you go ahead and select a logo. Once you select a logo, if you have the, the picture of your logo, maybe on your system, just go ahead and select file. Then it will open up the folders in your system for you. Then you go and locate the logo and upload it. But I don't have any logo here, so we can also view media library, which is not advisable for you. Try as much as possible to get the graphic designer to get you a logo. You can always visit a site like Fiverr.com, they charge you bill for freelancing, or you look for a graphic designer close to you. So, for instance, let me just make use of this, and you will see instead of having that learning, we'll be having our logo. So I'll go ahead and select the logo. Yeah, I think the size of the logo is big, so let me just select it like this. So take a shape. It's just to show us how it will look like, not really my logo. So go ahead and insert the logo, and once you publish, you will see the effect on it. But I will still continue to show us one or two things on there. So you can always, I did so many things besides of delivering the leads and all of that. Then if you have a favicon, for example, let me show you us example of this by opening any site, maybe www.com. I'm sure that we should have already. All right, you see this icon that is here over here. It's called either site icon or favicon. So you can come over here if you want to give out to your site. It only makes your site more beautiful, more engaging. So under the site icon, you can select an icon to add to your site. So just go ahead, select the icon, add it to your site. You can look for an icon, you can upload a file also. Sometimes, depending on the kind of logo you are using, you can also use your logo as before we can go. Let me just go and see if I can see something different, something beautiful, something nice that you can use for it. Of course, I expect you to get somebody to design yours for you. I just pick something, anything. I just pick anyone. Yeah, anyone. Okay, let me get rid of this. So I'll pick it and select. I select. I have my settings right here, so I go ahead and plug the image into it, and then it becomes my favorite. Once I publish, everything reflects on the website straight. Everything will reflect on the website immediately. So you can see they are giving us example here how it will look like. So you can see the logo we uploaded right here. It's showing there. Even though we have not published it, so you can also see the Badminton already is here. So that's how to add one or two things to your website, especially from the header part of it and the footer, because most of these things you may not be able to do it on your listing. So if I can decide to say, okay, I prefer this label, let me take away this lane. So I just go ahead and delete the learning and do it. That's all. If I want to display my tagline, I can go ahead and display the tagline. And then the tagline comes to play on the website, At the same time, I can decide to remove the tagline. I don't want it, everybody can change what the tagline is, even from here also. You can also change it from the back end. So you have control over everything to select how you want it to look like and make everything look simple and beautiful. So going back, we have the transparent header, we learn the all of that. And we learn here is your primary header. You can change the layout of how this place is looking by changing it to each other. You will see different options and you can change it to. So for instance, if you want your logo to be at the center, while all other things comes under it, you can select it. If you want it the other way around, also you can even based on the option, based on the type of theme you use. Your theme will always determine the amount of options you have. But most times, most things work the same way or almost the same way. They will give you almost the same thing, but not all things anyway. So you can change anything you want to change over there. You can change the mobile layout and all that. You can just play around it, see the way it looks like, see the view, see everything, have a feel of it, do it your own way, do it for yourself, make it your website. If you do anything you don't like it, you can always go back and make your other changes, delete it, edit it, and do all stuff with it. So, and that's something about you creating a website, so you can go back and then look at other features that you can do, maybe like a primary menu, what can you add, can you remove. Most of the job has been done, you know. So all this you can also do it from the back end, which has shown us how to do some of them, but I'm just taking us through how we can do it. So if you notice, we adjust anything, maybe last menu item, you want to add a search button to it, and go ahead and select search button. If you select search now, to add search to this part of the website, and then your website becomes more beautiful than ever before, and you have more features than this. So just it's just a free tool you can use up and down, make everything look beautiful and wonderful. So there is no limitation. You do it the way you want it to look like, and you always get the best view at all time. That's I can assure you of. You always get the best view that will satisfy you. So, but another thing is that you must keep in mind your clients, your customers, what they want, and during the other section when we'll be building a e-commerce website, we will make use of some other features that can be in a thing, although those features vary from one thing to the other. You can add sidebar if you want to add sidebar, you can go ahead and add. If you don't want, you can delete. You can just play around everything, make it simple, make it quick, and then just have a feel of yourself, do everything to please yourself, to satisfy yourself, to come over here to do anything. Just do it your own way. And that's how to customize the how to customize um, your use the customized button for your header and footer changes. All right, see you.